It is the Mike Show. It's the Tuesday edition, and that means Megan Huffman's joining us from SHARE Greater Lynchburg and the Greater Lynchburg Community Foundation. Hi there.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. Happy Garden Day. Happy Election Day. Happy all the days.
See, that's the other thing that I missed. It's Garden Day. That's really, really cool. Now and today is a great day for it.
Yeah, it is.
By the way,
beautiful day.
It's a little bit chilly out, but that's fine. It'll warm up a little bit. But it won't be overbearing.
No.
So you can get to all the sites.
Yeah, it's beautiful. For all those who celebrate, it's amazing and gorgeous and such a fun tradition in our city.
Absolutely. Well, Megan joins us from SHARE Greater Lynchburg and the Greater Lynchburg Community Foundation each and every Tuesday, and she brings us a guest. Today's no exception. Who did you bring?
Yes, I'm delighted to have Kate Goodman here from Rush Homes to talk about
an
upcoming event. We've had her on before to talk about this event, and I'm so excited to again revisit the Parade of Playhouses and the wonderful work that Rush Homes does in our community every day of the year.
Very, very cool. Mm-hmm. Well, welcome to the program. Thank you so much for taking time today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So tell us about Rush Homes in generality, because not everybody knows everything about every nonprofit organization. Let's find out about Rush Homes, and then you've got an upcoming event that's on the 25th, I believe.
You're exactly right. Rush Homes is celebrating our 30th anniversary this year. We have been providing housing opportunities for people with disabilities and limited income since 1996. Our story, if you come to my office, I'll give you all of the details, but here I'll keep it short. Our story really is touching. A mother needed a place for her son to be where he could thrive. He had profound intellectual and developmental disabilities. He did not do well at the training center, and she worked until she could find a way for him to be okay. That's all any of us want for our children. Mm-hmm. And she passed away just as he was moving into what would become his home for the rest of his life. But she knew that he was going to be all right, surrounded by the care he needed. And that is, she was not alone. I mean, that is something that many families face. And we've grown from that first home in 1996 to the 150 we have today.
Wow.
With a few more than 100 more in the works.
Wow.
I know.
Wow. That is just tremendous. So, man, where to begin?
That's such a good elevator pitch, Kate.
Thank you.
So well done. It blew Mike away. He's speechless.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that could happen any given evening. But yeah, it's fascinating that you all were able to grow this community and reach these folks and house these folks in such a, relatively short period of time.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you, every city across the country struggles with affordable housing.
Yeah.
And the way you define affordable housing, oh golly, it could be any number of ways. Affordable for first-time job people, first-time home buyers. Affordable housing is a relative term, but for people whose general income is about $1,000 a month, affordable housing really takes on a big meaning.
Yeah, it's kind of non-existent for most.
You're right. You know, the general rule of thumb is that you shouldn't spend more than 30% of your income on housing, to include utilities.
Yeah.
And if you are relying solely on Social Security disability, then your income is about $12,000 a year. And
Yikes.
You're right. You can't find something that is adequate for people in general, but then toss in a mobility issue or toss in some sort of physical issue that makes your needs a little different from most other people's, and you're right, it's next to impossible.
Where all geographically do you serve?
We are in Lynchburg and Amherst County. You really should take a little drive around. Go to our website, rushhomes.org, and you'll see pictures of all of our developments and homes. Okay. We have some scattered sites, but one of my favorites is the old Armstrong Elementary School, which served as an equalization school in the Civil Rights era.
Okay.
And we have turned that school, which was abandoned for, I don't know, maybe 10 years, and a place for people with too much time and not enough good judgment on their hands to do things. And that is now 24 apartments. And
Wow.
one of them, my favorite, has a green chalkboard all the way across the living room. There are glass front bookcases. The windows. Can you remember sitting in school and looking out the window, probably wishing you were almost anywhere else?
Yep.
Well, the view from these windows is really nice. And they're places that the people we serve probably wouldn't have opportunities to live in otherwise.
Absolutely. Well, how do people find out about the homes? What's kind of the process for getting involved with your organization, and do you have a waiting list?
Well, we do.
Okay.
Our waiting list numbers more than 500 currently. I know.
Wow.
And not all of the people on that list will qualify. While
Okay.
we are affordable and accessible, we have to maintain our mission and our work. So
Absolutely.
there are people whose income doesn't qualify them to live with us, and those are the saddest days at
Yes.
Rush Homes, because everyone does want to be there and does need to be there, and
Yeah.
everyone can see what their life would be if they had a little bit easier time of it. So yeah, we don't have any problem having people who need us find us. We are plugged into the continuum of care. We are plugged into the coordinated homeless intake and access work that is managed through Miriam's house.
Okay.
People find us, and our applications ebb and flow as advertisements go out, but yeah, we have plenty of people who would really love to live with us.
Now, you have an upcoming fundraising event that is going on April 25th. Tell us about that.
Well, I've been a fundraiser for a long time, and when I first came to Rush Homes, it was a different sort of fundraising for me, and I was looking for people who had a place in their heart for affordable housing and for the kind of housing we offer. And it suddenly occurred to me one day that people don't have to, although I think they should, people don't have to be solely invested in affordable housing. I need to present something that appeals to the entire community so everyone knows what we do, and people who this may be a one-off for them, will come to my event. So this is our third. We have started having a Parade of Playhouses.
Nice.
Our community is so great. You ask and you get, I think there's something biblical about that. I have gotten 5 contractors, designers, organizations, to include our staff, to build custom playhouses, they're really, now here's a little pun, just so you know what I'm expecting from you, out of this world. This year's theme is Space Edition.
Nice.
So they all carry some sort of space type theme, and they are fun. We've got Liberty University, we've got the staff at Rush Homes, we have Greer Design Co., who have partnered with Seven Ridges Construction. Okay. And we have Stephanie Atkinson with Rodora and her partner Patrick, who built, okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
A 15-foot long spaceship.
Wow.
Nice. Okay, so we can register for this, and then we can bid on them, and we could potentially win these playhouses.
Well,
is that the way it works?
We talked about auctioning them off,
Okay.
in which case people would have to bid. But here's the cool part.
All right.
You don't have to bid. You buy a $100 ticket.
Okay.
Every ticket is $100.
Okay.
And every ticket gets 5 chances to win.
Nice.
So if you want to put a chance on every house, or if you want to put all 5 on the one that Rush Homes built, which is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
Or any other one.
Okay.
You get 5 chances out of that one ticket.
Okay. All right. So if I go all in, then my chances increase.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. This really sounds cool. Where and when and how can we learn a little bit more?
Well, rushhomes.org. Click on Parade of Playhouses, and you'll see all of the vitals, and you can buy your tickets there.
Okay.
But I will tell you, we are, on Saturday, going to be at EC Glass in the field at the corner of Memorial and Lakeside Drive.
Okay.
We will have the Playhouses. We will have a foam party.
Okay.
Now, that's a new one for me. I don't have children.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I ever was a child. But they say that among those people That's a popular thing.
Okay.
That is cool. I have children, and that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm relying on all y'all who say it's cool, because all I can think is my car would get wet and dirty after that. But anyway.
It's still cool.
Well, the part that I think is cool is that we're having a petting zoo.
Okay.
And there's even going to be a little Highland cow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I know.
Nice.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
We'll have a bounce house. We have food trucks. This is fun, and it's sort of modest this year. Next year, I'm sure it will be much bigger. We've invited other nonprofits in the community to come and share their missions. You can come and have fun and learn about Rush Homes, and at the same time, maybe learn about resources that are available you didn't know existed.
Nice.
And we've invited local makers, so there will be a few people selling their handiwork, and it'll be there for you.
Well, very cool. No, this is awesome. I'm checking out all this. I love the addition of the foam party and all the entertainment. This will be a great event for kids. Saturday, April 25th. Can I sit in one of the playhouses?
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay. All right. So can I just spend the afternoon in one of the fun houses?
You know
in the
what?
Playhouse.
You can go to one of 4 playhouses as soon as we hang up this radio show. They're out in the community. There's one at Boonesboro. There's one at River Ridge.
Yeah.
There's one at Givens. And where's my last one?
It's somewhere.
Yep. There's one somewhere else. You can find it online. You know, this is how it is when I get close to my event. I start losing brain cells.
That's okay. I'm right there with you. It's the Parade of Playhouses by Rush Homes. You can check them all out. I'm on your page right now, and I'm taking a look at this one. There it is. There's the rocket ship from Rodora,
That's at Boonesboro, and it has
yeah.
a little control panel that you operate with a key, and when you turn the key, it lights up. It's so cute.
That one from Liberty is. They're all really, really cool. But there's it looks like a space capsule.
It looks like the part of the Artemis 2 that just splashed down last week. It does.
This is all very, very cool. You can get your tickets. You can learn more, rushhomes.org/raffle-tickets. And if you go to sharegreaterlynchburg.org and just type in Rush Homes, you can get all the backstory and all the information about your organization. Learn about it. Do you need any help? Do you need any volunteers for this event or anything else that you do?
You know what? Tomorrow is a big day for our office. We have been so fortunate to be part of New Covenant Schools. That's where the last house is, New Covenant Schools, because those students built it with Vector Space.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, how cool is that? That's a partnership that we were really lucky to stumble on. In any case, the Hearts and Hands program that they do is sending maybe even 50 of their students to our places to mulch and to plant flowers and to wash the signs in front of our buildings.
Nice.
We can always use volunteers to do that sort of thing. Okay. And if you want to come to the event, I would suggest you just come to have a good time.
Nice.
Scope us out, and then we'll talk about volunteering after that.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Well, and I love the collaboration between and amongst all the nonprofit organizations, and this is what SHARE has been really advocating for.
Yeah, and Rush Homes has been a wonderful partner. We've had Lunch and Learn there. We've put a little free pantry at their Victoria Ridge site that people can fill. We've done, collaborative Christmas gift items to residents before. So just very receptive to different ways to volunteer. And Kate and team are really good at imagining and trying to meet you at what your volunteers have capacity to do, and really have enjoyed partnering with Rush Homes over the years. So
very, very
this
cool.
is exciting. And I say my children have been looking for all the playhouses as we drive around town, and they get really excited when they find another one. So we'll have to drive out to River Ridge and New Covenant because we found the others. So yeah.
So now you know.
Now I know. I'm
know.
going to be the cool mom who can accidentally drive by New Covenant to find another one.
Nice. Well, how are things going with SHARE and the Greater Lynchburg Community Foundation?
Great. We are in scholarship season. It is time to get those last scholarship applications in. The deadline for submission is kind of rounding out right now, so go through your guidance department and get that done. And we are reviewing all the spring applications and the Century Fund. Our board and our committees are working hard. All those announcements will be made in June. For Share Greater Lynchburg, as you know, we have ongoing programming. Our next Lunch and Learn will be at Riverview's Art Space on May 6th.
Okay.
That information will be in our newsletter and on our website. And we're continuing to collaborate on awesome programming across the city, and with the synergy among different nonprofits. We have a mentorship program that's launching with a bunch of partners to get more qualified board members plugged into boards of directors, and continuing to have community education. We'll start talking soon about our nonprofit summit that's coming up in July and how to get registered for that. That's going to be really exceptional.
Yeah, that's coming up
this
again.
year. I know. I feel like it just happened.
I know. It's so quick.
But we typically have about 150 attendees, and from last year was over 65 different nonprofits.
Wow.
We tried to get that number of individual nonprofits up every year so that more some of the starter organizations have access to all that great knowledge.
Yeah.
So more to come on that, but things are cooking. You can always check out sharegreaterlynchburg.org to find all that.
Very, very cool. 207 nonprofit organizations are represented on the SHARE platform. You can find out more about events that are upcoming. You can shop for these organizations. And you can volunteer right from the page. Learn about volunteer opportunities, including at the board level.
That's right.
As Megan said. So check it out. It's sharegreaterlynchburg.org. And if you want to learn more about the Greater Lynchburg Community Foundation, go to lynchburgfoundation.org. All right.
That's right. Thank you, Mike.
I think we've solved all the world's problems, at least for this
every
morning.
Tuesday. We try.
Yeah, we try. Thank you so much for joining us. Coming up, we have your audio vault. Stay tuned for that.